Hey guys, happy Halloween week and happy National Cat Day. As you can see the photo behind me. For those of you that don't know, my wife owns an animal rescue, SOS Animal Rescue. She does great work. So if you're ever looking for a cat or an adoptable friend, please reach out to us, Facebook, SOS Animal Rescue, and we'll be happy to help you. If it's your first time watching one of these videos, my name is Jason Miller. I'm an insurance agent with Second State Insurance here in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, and I do all types of insurance, homeowners, life, auto. So always happy to answer any questions. This is a series of short videos that I do helping you understand your current insurance policies. And I try to cover a different subject every week and answer some of the questions that you ask me throughout the week. So please feel free to comment if there's anything that you'd like me to cover in future videos. And a reminder, if you like this free content and you're getting something out of it, please visit my YouTube page, Your Insurance Guy, on YouTube. And those videos will all be there. So if you've missed anything, you can go back and look at them. I get a lot of concerns from customers about moving their homeowners insurance. And some of those concerns are very, very valid. Some of them are things that they don't realize are easily taken care of, something we can really help you with easily. And I'm going to go over some things that you may not have thought about. Some of those things that you don't realize are important are very important. So the number one thing I want to cover is which is more of a myth, is people think they can't move their homeowners insurance to a new company because it's wrapped up in their mortgage. It's paid through their escrow account of their mortgage. Well, your original insurance policy got set up that way, and it really is as easy as me just setting up your new policy that way, and you will continue to pay your mortgage payment just like always. You won't notice any hiccups there. So that's something that's easily taken care of. The number two thing that I get a lot of concern about is that somebody maybe is comfortable with their auto insurance where it's at. They think their homeowner's insurance is high, and they have a multi-policy discount because they have a home and auto insurance policies together with the same company. So yes, in some cases, it is best to have your auto and your home insurance at the same company. Particularly if you're with one of the big name companies, your agent is probably what they call a captive agent, meaning that they can only write insurance through whatever company is on the sign on their building. To me, that's a disadvantage. I'm a broker, so I have 11 different companies that I write insurance through. And many of my customers will have their auto insurance and their homeowners insurance with two different companies because that's where their best deal was. So yes, sometimes packaging works, sometimes it doesn't. And I'd be happy to quote your auto insurance too, if that's something you were concerned with, but really not a concern. Many times I can move your homeowners or your auto and you can leave your other one where it's at, and you're still going to be saving some money. So, that's kind of a myth also. The third one is I've been with my guy or lady for a long time and they take great care of me. And I am glad to hear that because loyalty these days, as we know, isn't as prevalent as it used to be. And being an agent, I sure appreciate my customers being loyal to me. Here's what I'm going to say to you about that. First of all, you're just getting a quote. You don't have to move anything. Your secret's safe with me. I'm not going to tell your insurance agent that you're getting some quotes. And the reason that you want to do this occasionally is because if you got homeowners insurance, let's say you bought your house 10 years ago, you haven't really reviewed it since. It just, you pay the bill every month or it just, keeps renewing. How do you know you're properly insured? Who's looking at this? I can tell you as an agent, I am not constantly looking at your coverages, making sure you're properly insured. It's impossible to do it with as many clients as we have. So we count on the homeowner, the insurance policy owner, to look at it and determine whether or not they're properly covered, or if they want to make any changes, they'll give us a call. So it's really important to have a third party take a look at your policy, look for any holes in your coverages. And in many cases, we find that you're overcovered, you're overinsured. So it can go either way, but our concern is not to copy and paste the information from your old policy. And this is very important. If you're going to get insurance or you're going to get insurance quotes with somebody, please make sure that person is willing to take 10 minutes on the phone with you and ask you some questions about your home, period. You don't know how many times we have found that you haven't told your agent, your current agent, about the new garage you built. You forgot to make that phone call, or the new addition you put on, or the new roof you put on. So, these are things that need to be thought about and need to be looked at every so often, just to make sure that you're properly insured and that we're not just copy and pasting the old information from your old agent. So, give somebody 10 minutes, give them the proper information. Let's make sure that you're properly insured. Very, very important. Some of the things that I do want to cover that you do have to think about. I get a lot of people that say, I've heard now these days that homeowners insurance companies are coming out and doing inspections on my property. And you have a 50-50 shot of that happening. So, the vast majority, I would say, of my policies that I write, no inspections are necessary, because I make sure that I have the proper information entered on the computer, and it absolutely jives with the aerial imagery that these insurance companies have today. And there's no reason for them to doubt any information that I put in. If I put that your house is a ranch home and they see a picture of a 2-story home, you're going to get an inspection. So a lot of it starts with the agent, and it's their responsibility. If they do come and do an inspection on your home, you need to be prepared for that. So be honest with yourself. What is the condition of your property? Do you have any piles of debris laying around, scrap, things like that? What is your roof? When was the last time your roof was replaced? Very important question. And if the agent is doing a good job, is going to ask you these questions prior to you getting insurance. Railings on porches and steps, particularly outside, because most of the time when they do an inspection, it's on the outside. But, do you have railings on your steps and porches that aren't falling apart? So what is the overall condition of your home? So I think you need to be honest with yourself about those things to avoid the inspections. As I said, the vast majority of my customers do not have inspections because I'll make you aware of what needs to be taken care of prior to you looking for insurance with the new company. So as I said, I try to keep these videos short. I could keep going on forever about this, but please reach out to me at 412-356-9221. And I'd be happy to go over these things with you in private and discuss your options with you. Look forward to hearing from you, and happy Halloween. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.